This long-awaited version of the state capture report, amongst prominent names, ANC Treasurer General Paul Mashatile, Labour Minister Thulas Nxesi, Deputy Minister of Intelligence Zizi Godwa, former Health Minister Dr. Zweli Mkhize, amongst others. After a number of extensions, the presidency announced that the final part of the report will be handed over on the 15th of June 2022.
For me, this touches on the ethical issues that the ANC and, of course, the government have been emphasizing. People that are given the responsibility to lead are supposed to behave in a manner that should prove to be ethical and in a manner that is not supposed to be tainted by any form of suspicions and doubts. And the unfortunate part that we see here is that you have got these senior members of the ANC who are implicated, and I think for me that is where now we need to see the Integrity Commission of the ANC coming in and making recommendations on these senior members of the party.
From the first part of the report, the Commission has revealed that the rot of corruption in the country, from SO East to various provincial departments. Part 4, Volume 2 of this report deals with the manner in which the Free State government, through the Human Settlement Department, handled the 1 billion rand of taxpayers' money. The money was meant to build thousands of low-cost houses. However, the houses were never built. The inquiry says there should be a probe into Msebenzi Zwane, former MEC for Human Settlement, for failing to provide proper provincial leadership with regard to a failed 1 billion rand housing project.
There has always been a talk about the procurement processes in South Africa and how officials in government are able to manipulate these processes so that the money that is meant for the poor has to go to the wrong hands. And I think it will be important that government has to develop further guidelines that should prevent any form of corruption or any element that will open up doors for manipulation about the tender processes in South Africa.
Following its extensive investigations, it also zoomed in the Free State Asbestos project. The Commission recommended that the National Prosecuting Authority consider charges against controversial businessmen Edwin Sodi and former Free State government officials Ntimutse Mokhesi and Thabane Zulu. On the suspended ANC Secretary General Ace Magashule, the report made no recommendation yet. Magashule is facing charges of corruption, fraud, theft and money laundering alongside 15 co-accused.
The former Premier of the Free State and the suspended Secretary General of the ANC has not been mentioned in this report. And I think he would quite be happy that his name has not been mentioned in this report. And my view is that it gives him some sigh of relief that if there are those who expected him to be mentioned, he is not mentioned, and the only challenge in front of him now is the court case that he's facing, which led to him being suspended from his responsibilities as the Secretary General of the ANC.
While the country still has to wait for another report, Part 4 of the report also recommended that government obtain legal opinion on whether it would not be able to successfully recover the money paid to Blackhead Consulting and Diamond Hill joint venture regarding the asbestos eradication project. Nhlanhla Khatlani, SABC News, Johannesburg.